Hello everyone, my name is Eline and I'm from the Netherlands, and today we're going to do a Ratsit Flow. So Ratsit means the time of the middle of the day, so this is where we have the fire in us. We have a lot of energy, this is where we get things done. So now we can do the more challenging things, and for this flow I really want to focus on the fire in our belly, because that's what we use to create heat in our bodies. But without further ado, because we don't have much time, we're going to go straight into it. So we're going to start in a downward facing dog. So come into your downward facing dog. So your feet are hip width apart, the hands are shoulder width apart. Really send the sitting bones up towards the sky. Try and roll the triceps towards your face. And just take a breath here. So today we're actually going to do a lot of work on the core, and maybe we can work ourselves into a crow. So on our next inhale, we tuck the chin in towards the chest and we come forward into a plank. We just take a breath here in plank. Try and look towards the front of your mat. Try and not bring your hips all the way up, but keep them level. Then on our exhale, we exhale back into our downward facing dog, so sending the sitting bones back up again. Spreading your fingers wide. On our inhale, we slowly come forward, back into our plank. So we're just going to do this a couple of times. Exhale, downward facing dog, warming up the shoulders, warming up the core. So inhale, forward again, coming back into that plank. Look forward in front of your mat, and then exhale, coming back into your downward facing dog. Then from your downward facing dog, you're going to take your right leg all the way up towards the sky. Make sure you don't open the hip, but you close it. Then from here, we're going to bend the right knee and we're going to bring it in towards the chest. So bring your right knee close towards your chest and then bring it all the way over towards the left tricep. Still looking forward towards the front of your mat. Inhale, take the right leg back up. Exhale, bend the knee again, bring it towards your right tricep, looking forward. Inhale, back up. And then exhale, bring your knee in towards your chest. Try and give it a little kiss. And then step your right foot between your hands, bringing the left knee down. So from here in our low lunge, we really push the chest forward. We keep the fingertips onto the mat. We roll the shoulders away from our ears. We're just going to take a breath here. And from here, we're going to take the right arm towards the inside of the right foot. And then we heel toe the right foot towards the outer edge of the mat, coming into a lizard. So for crow, it's not just our core and our arms, but it's also the hips that have to be a little bit open. So we're opening the hips here. Then we slowly bring the right foot back into the middle. And then we tuck the left toes under and we step back into our downward facing dog. So from downward dog, we're going to take the left leg up towards the sky. So really flex the toes towards the mat. And then exhale, bend your left knee and bring your left knee all the way towards your right tricep, still looking towards the front of your mat. Inhale, take the left leg all the way back. Exhale, bend the left knee and bring the left knee towards the left tricep. Really pushing your hands into the mat, rounding the back. Inhale, take the left leg back up. Try and find length. And then exhale, left knee in towards your chest. All the way in, try and give it a little kiss. And then step the left foot between the hands. Bringing the right knee down, coming into your low lunge. Just make sure your knee is over your ankle in your low lunge to prevent your knee from getting an injury. Roll your shoulders away from your ears. Look up. And then bring your left hand towards the inside of the left foot. And come into your lizard on the left side. Keep spreading your fingers wide. Really pushing the chest forward. Shoulders away from the ears and try and keep the chest like the back straight. So don't round the back, but keep pushing the chest forward. Then from here we take the left arm back, we take the left foot back in towards the center, we tuck the right toes under, and then we step back into our downward facing dog. Now from your downward facing dog, you're going to come into Dolphin. So in Dolphin, we just bring the elbows down, and we're just going to do a little more things before for the shoulders before we come into our crow. If you want, you can interlace the fingers, and then from here we're just going to push all the way into the tippy toes, and then exhale, we bring the heels back down again. So just a couple more times, up towards the tippy toes, exhale down, 2 more, inhale up, exhale down. So these are dolphin push-ups. Last one, inhale up and exhale down. Now from here, we just come back into our downward facing dog. So pushing the hands into the mat, the heels into the mat. And then from here, we're going to take the feet out as wide as the mat. We're just going to do a little twist. So we take the left arm, we're going to bring it towards the outside of the right leg, and then we twist towards the right side. Try and look underneath your your right shoulder. Then exhale, take the left arm back. Then the right hand goes towards the left ankle, and then we twist towards the left side. Breathing here. Then on your exhale, you bring the right hand back, and then we walk the hands all the way back towards the feet. So slowly we walk the hands back towards the feet. Then we let the toes stay as they are, and we're just going to sit down into a Yogi Squat. So come into your Yogi Squat at the back of the mat. And then from here, we're just going to stay here for a breath or two. I'm just going to come into the middle so you can see me better. From here, we're actually going to come into our crow pose. So I like to go into crow pose from my malasana, because then I know that my hands have the right distance. Because when I push my elbows out and then I place my hands down onto the mat, that's the right alignment for me to be able to come into crow pose. Another really important thing in crow pose is the placement of the hands. So the fingers are really spread apart, so you have a lot of grip, and you're actually using the muscles in your hands to keep yourselves up in crow. So really spread the fingers wide and activate the muscles in your hands, so claw the fingers. Then from here, we're gonna bring the hips up towards the sky, and then just heel toe your feet in, just so that they're on the level of your hands. And then from here, we're really gonna lean forward. So probably more than naturally would feel good, but really lean forward into your hands. And then from here, see if you can bring your knees into your armpits or your triceps. And then you start feeling, now I feel that balance in my hands. If you feel that balance, you can slowly take one leg up and then maybe the other, coming into a crow. And just keep breathing, really looking forward in front of your hands. And just take one more breath in your crow, and then exhale slowly. Take the feet back down. Well done. Now from here, because we're in our Ratsit flow, I'm just gonna keep going a little bit more with the core, but we're also gonna stretch out the abdominal muscles a little bit. We're gonna come into a reverse tabletop. So we're gonna take the feet as wide as the hips, and we're gonna bring the hands behind us, fingers facing the hips, and we're really pushing the chest forward already, so bringing the shoulder blades together. Then on our inhale, we push the hips all the way up towards the sky. If you want, you can let your head hang. And then on our exhale, we try and straighten the legs. We're going to come into our heels, but we're not going to sit the hips down, so they're going to come between our hands. So this is still engagement in the core, flexing your toes up towards the sky. So just 2 more times. Inhale, push your feet into the mat, push your hips up, maybe let your head hang. And then exhale, straighten the legs, coming into your core, pushing the hands into the mat. Last one, inhale, push the hips up, look up or behind you. And exhale, straighten the legs, make sure the heels are on the mat, the toes are flexed, but the hips are not down onto the mat. Just one more breath here. And exhale, slowly sit down. And then from here, we're just gonna come into a comfortable position with the feet. We're just gonna take a really easy shoulder stretch where we're gonna bring the left arm in front of us and then the right arm over. Just stretching the shoulders really, really quickly. Then go the other way, so bring the right arm in front and take the left arm over and just stretch your shoulder like this. And slowly release. Just bring your hands behind your back and push your chest forward. Just one more stretch for the core. If you want, you can look up towards the ceiling. And then slowly take the hands back. Bring your hands in front of your chest, in front of the heart. And then close the eyes. And just rub your palms together, creating some heat, creating some energy, which you probably already have quite a lot now. Then we open the palms and we cover the eyes and we soak up the energy we just created. And then from here, we slowly bring the hands back down in front of the heart and very gently open the eyes. Namaste. So thank you very much for joining this really quick, really powerful, energetic flow. I hope to see you again because I've got one more class, which is a Tamasic class, so it's really like a slowing down class. And I wish you a great rest of your day, and thank you.